Hello guys, we will continue with the writing the XPath. In this session, we will learn how to write a XPath using multiple attributes. See, I will inspect this email address text field and you can see that I was using only one XPath or else only one attribute. Like I'll show you. See, the tag name is input // input of at the rate the name equal to email. I will take name equal to email. I'll just copy it. I'll just paste it. The result is 1 out of 1. And what if I want to use another attribute // input of at the rate? Can I take ID equal to email? Yes. Just triple click on it, copy and paste here. Just select and you can see that 1 out of 1 result. What if I want to use multiple attributes? Yes, you can use multiple attributes to make the script even more robust because there might be a chances where the name might be same for both or else the ID might be same for both. I'll show you. I'll try to find some website for that. So here, please observe how to combine multiple attributes. Same // tag name of at the rate. You just copy one attribute name equal to attribute value and separate it using the AND keyword. A and D. Make sure that it is in a lower case. Separate it using the AND keyword and type at the rate again and go for one more attribute name equal to attribute value. See, observe how I have written. At the rate attribute name is equal to within single quotes or double quotes attribute value. And at the rate attribute name is equal to within the single quotes or double quotes attribute value. Rest everything is same. Just like the same XPath whichever we have learned till now. But the thing is we are combining the XPath with multiple attributes separated by AND keyword. Let's check what is the result. 1 out of 1. Why we are combining multiple attributes? To make the XPath more robust so that our one single XPath is not pointing towards multiple web elements. Like for example, I'll show you flipkart.com. See, I'll search for any of the phone over here. Okay, na? You can see Poco. You can see Poco C7. See, I'll just search as of now. See, let's search for iPhone. I'll show you why this is important. I'll show you. Okay, na? I'll just inspect it. Wait. I'll just inspect this and I'll inspect this iPhone. Are you able to see this class called RG5SLK? Yes, I told you not to use the numbers, but check what happens when you use // div of at the rate class is equal to RG5SLK. Observe, if I write only one single attribute, it is pointing towards a multiple web elements, correct? Not because it has number. I'm just trying to show you what happens if you write XPath using only single attribute name and attribute value. This is just to overcome it. We will come back to this website to overcome or to reduce this error. I'll show you in future. But as of now, please learn how to write the XPath using the multiple attributes. Can you use only two attributes? No, you can use n number of attributes. You can use n number of attributes. Like I'll show you. At the rate type equal to text. At the rate type equal to text. And at the rate id equal to email. And at the rate placeholder is equal to phone number or email address or phone number. See, this one also works. You got to know, huh? So this has to be separated by AND keyword. You can also use OR keyword, like for example // input of at the rate name is equal to email. I will take at the rate name is equal to email or at the rate ID is equal to email. This will also work. This will also work. Then what is the difference? What is the use of and what is the use of or? See, and operator makes sure that both of the attributes are matching in a web page. Like for example, first it will check for this condition. If this is matching, it will also check for this condition. That means if both of the conditions are true, then only the web element will be highlighted. In if you use or keyword, if any one of the condition matches, I have to mention it as at. If any one of the web element matches, then it will give the result. Then what is the purpose of using or? See, I'll just show this XPath to you once. One out of one result, and I'll show this XPath to you also once. See, one out of one result. Here, I'll try to make some error in email address. This email attribute value, I have made one error. Observe, the result will be 0 out of 0. But in this case, if I make any error, the result will still be 1 out of 1. Why 1 out of 1? See, this condition did not match. Or means if else block. It works like a if else block. If this is working, it will go for else block. See, try to catch the logic. This is not working, it will ignore it. Or this is still working, it will give the result. But when it comes to and keyword, both or all of the conditions should be matching. This is one way. But when to use and when to use or keyword, make sure that you have to use only and keyword all the time. Then when to go for or keyword, only for clearing the interview purposes. In interview, sometimes the questions will be asked like this. Write an XPath, only one single XPath that matches multiple web elements on a web page. Like for example, observe over here. Observe in this page, I have to write only one single XPath that should match this email address field also, that should match this password field also. How to do that? Please observe what I will write. Double forward slash input of at the rate type equal to text, at the rate type equal to text. Or for first one I have written, first one means this is related to email address text field. Now go to password text field, at the rate type equal to password, or else name equal to pass. Anything is fine. At the rate name is equal to pass. See, this attribute name and attribute value is related to email address field, and this attribute name and attribute value is related to password field. What if I search this one single XPath? Observe, the result is 1 out of 2. I have written one single XPath that matches multiple web elements. Can I write only one single XPath that matches this text field also, this button also, this link also? No, you cannot do that. The thing is, the web elements should be similar. If you are matching two particular text fields or else three particular text fields, you can do that. If you are matching only the buttons, you can do that. If you are matching only the links, you can do that. Why you cannot do that? Why you cannot combine multiple web elements? Because please observe, I will write a tag name over here. The first thing is what? Email address field. Okay, I will write the tag name as input. Okay, I will write, which is double forward slash input of at the rate of at the rate id is equal to email. I will separate it using or keyword. At the rate, I'll go back to this password text field. Again, the tag name is what? Input. Then I can use at the rate name is equal to pass. Or now please observe, you want to write for the button also, right? What is the tag name? The tag name is button. What is the tag name we have written here? Input. If you change it to button, it will highlight only the button part. The XPath will work, it will not throw any error. See, at the rate name is equal to login. If you copy and search, the result is just going to be 1 out of 1. Why? Because we have used the tag name as button, and the web element that has the tag name is button does not consist of these attribute names and values. The error is not thrown because I have used or keyword. Please remember that this is how you can combine multiple attributes. There is one more question that might arise. Please observe this login button. There are attribute names and values also, and there is a text context also. Can I combine these also? Yes, you can combine anything separated by and keyword. Observe, I'll just write the XPath over here. The tag name is button, double forward slash button of at the rate what it is name equal to login, name equal to login. I'll separate using and keyword. Now I want to use the text context. Of course you can use and text function is equal to within single quotes login. Let's check whether this is going to work or not. As you can see, the result is 1 out of 1. You can combine the text context along with the attributes also. Can I use contains inside this multiple attributes? Yes, you can use double forward slash button of at the rate name is equal to within single quotes login and contains of text function comma within single quotes login. Make sure do not write manually like this. Just for this video purpose I am writing like this. As you can see, 1 out of 1. Do I have to write attribute names itself at the first and text function at the last? No, it is not necessary. You can write however you want. See, text function is equal to within single quotes copy paste this text context, this text context and contains contains of text function comma here you can use a partial thing also which is just log. This is also fine. You can write like this also. See, the result is 1 out of 1, but this XPath is not preferred. Why? Because I am using already the same text function. Then why again combine both? Like what I'm trying to say is, see, double forward slash button of at the rate name is equal to login. Correct? At the rate name is equal to login. Again, and means I have to write something else. What if I write same thing like this? Yes, this will work. But don't you think this is not a good thing? See, 1 out of 1. This will work, but this is not a good thing to do. Okay, now use something which is a different things. Okay, now please write like this. So as I was saying, is it necessary that I have to write only the attribute names at the first and text function at the last? No, you can write like this. See, text function at the first and you can use at the rate name is equal to login over here. At the rate name is equal to login. See, this one will also work. And one final thing, which is most important thing, please observe, I'm using this contains method only for this text context. Is it necessary that I have to use only this contains method for this text context itself? No, you can use this contains method for these attribute names and attribute values also. How? I will show you. Please observe double forward slash the tag name is button of at the rate name is equal to login. We are writing like this. Why we are writing like this? Because it contains only one attribute value. Like for example, the attribute value contains only one word. Then when to go for contains? Please observe. In previous video, we were talking about this placeholder. Do you remember? Observe this placeholder's text, this attribute value. It consists of more than one word. You can use entire thing. There is no worries at all. See, double forward slash input of at the rate this placeholder. Triple click on it. Copy paste. You can write like this. This will work. But don't you think this doesn't look good? Huh? This does not look good. Why it does not look good? I told you that whenever you are using more than one words, go for contains. Or else, whenever you want to use partial things, go for contains. How to do that? I'll show you. Double forward slash input of contains of at the rate. You just copy this attribute name, paste it, and whenever you are using contains, you do not have to use equal to, use comma. Within single quotes, use how much ever partial thing you want, and make sure that it is a sequential from left to right. After email, you do not have to write number manually. It will not work. From after email, it should be space followed by address. Okay, na? You have to write like this. See, this will work. Then again, we will write one more thing. Double forward slash input of contains of. Can I write contains only for the thing that consists of more than one words? No, you can write like this also. Contains of, within the contains at the rate id, comma, within the single quotes email. You can write like this also, but this is not preferred because however it contains only one word, write it directly like this. When it consists of more than one word, use contains for that. Okay, na? Like this. Then don't you think we do not have to write like this also? Then when to go for contains for the attribute names and attribute value? Observe here. Forgotten password link. There is a something called ID which consists of number. I will not use. There is something called a text function. If I want to combine multiple attributes here, I can use href. But don't you think href also consists of numbers? This is a link. Observe one thing. If you click on this link, it will open in a new tab. Then how to select this particular link? I'll tell you. First, double click somewhere, like for the attribute name. The link will convert into text. Now you can copy how much ever you want. See, I'll combine over here. Double forward slash tag name is a, open and close, contains of at the rate, we will take a href now, href comma within single quotes, do not take entirely, take only the base URL along with the partial endpoint. Base URL means starting from https to .com. This is base URL. What is the endpoint? Rest everything is the endpoint. Take only the endpoint that is required. For forgotten password, don't you think we are trying to recover our account? Yes, take only till recover. How to select this? Just double click over here. Just copy till recover. Contains of at the rate href comma this much, and make sure that you do not write comma over here, you do not write and over here. This is the bracket which belongs to contains. Come outside and write and text function. This consists of more than one word. For safety purpose, I will use normalize hyphen space method is equal to this forgotten password link over here. We have combined multiple attributes now. See, 1 out of 1 result. Can I use contains only for the one time? No, you can use contains for n number of times. Observe over here. Contains of text function, comma. As I told, if you are using contains, you can use the text method. See, I have used contains for multiple times, and I'll show you if this is working or not. Observe, the result is still 1 out of 1. Please practice.